Subscribe to Teckoh on YouTube or you will forever be a bot at Fortnite.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. So it's been a little while since the last video I made about peace control, and that's why in today's video I want to give an updated guide on some peace control tips and ways to improve your peace control in Fortnite. If you go on to enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this in the future. And with that said, let's hop right into it. So the first thing I want to do in today's video before I get into all the main methods is explain a bit about peace control. As you may know, peace control is one of the biggest skill gaps right now between your average player and those that are at a pro level. Peace control became a popular concept probably around season 2 or 3 of chapter 2, and since then players have found a ton of insane ways to improve it, making peace control one of the most important skills to have in Fortnite competitive. Peace control is insanely useful in so many situations, and it is easily one of the best ways that you can outplay pretty much any player. To put it simply, peace control pretty much consists of utilizing your builds and edits to trap your opponent and get angles on them. Pros like Reet, Booga, Mitro, and others are great examples for players that utilize peace control to its full potential. So with that said, hopefully that helps give a bit more context to peace control, and next in the video I'll be going into the actual game and showing you some of my recommended drills, practice methods, and general ways to improve your peace control. So see you there. Alrighty boys, so I'm here in creative as I said, and I'm gonna get into the methods. So the first method that I want to talk about is obviously the most simple one, and that's to simply hop into your own creative map and grind out peace control drills. This is honestly the most consistent thing you can do for peace control. It's the simplest, it takes literally no effort, you just load up a map. So basically what you'd be doing is just hopping here into creative and doing some peace control drills. So one drill I like doing, for example, is I'll set it up kind of like this. And basically what I'll do is I'll cone and floor just like this. I'll wrap around them and just like that. And you can also grab some weapons if you want to. I'll do that right now. All right, so in full speed, boom, boom, boom. I'm kind of just going up to each one. Very simple, very self-explanatory. Obviously, simply drilling it out in creative is an easy way to improve very fast. So what I want to do real quick is show you a few quick drills that I recommend. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because obviously it's somewhat of a common sense method, but I want to show you a few that I recommend practicing. So the first thing I recommend practicing in creative is this little high wall technique. This is something that you're going to see pretty much every single pro doing when they're like retaking height or anything like that. Obviously, placing a wall in front of you, nobody can wall you off, nobody can really cone you. Say your opponent's down here. Obviously, if they're below you right here and you place a wall, they can't wall you, and if they cone you, you can easily just make a move like this out to the side, boom, 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 box like a fish, you know, whatever. So that is one major move that I recommend you start practicing. It's very simple. Obviously, you can just come off of a 90, boom, boom, high wall, or a 180, boom, boom, high wall. You can even cone through it, which actually does lead me into my second technique, which is literally just a high wall with a cone on top, jumping out to the side, or whatever you want to do after that. This technique is another fairly simple, self-explanatory one. It's a bit more mechanical because obviously you have to edit through, place the cone, and it's not as easy as it looks for a lot of players, but it's a fairly simple technique. It doesn't make it easy, but it's simple. But obviously this is a very effective technique. You cone them off and you can get peace control. Say your opponent's ramping up right here. If you get that peace control right there, you can box them in, Mongrel Classic, whatever you want to do, and absolutely mop the floor with them. Another technique that I personally really like is doing this. So basically you have a wall in front of you. We can just pretend this is a player's box. And then out to either side, I typically do the right, but you can also do it to the left. You'll simply do this, box them in, and shoot. You can repeat this to the right just like this. Kind of messed up there, but you get the gist of it. Honestly, that is one of the techniques that I struggle with the most personally, but it's one that obviously is very useful, especially if your opponent actually edits out to the side like that in a real fight. You'd be surprised how much that actually works in real fights. I use that technique all the time when I'm playing against kids in pubs and arena, and even in creative. But yeah, overall, just like this, boom, 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 shoot, and you're done. And then apart from that, obviously you can practice your basic box fighting techniques, Mongrel Classic. Can do this little thing that I've recommended in a lot of videos where you just edit through like that, place the cone, get a really good angle. Also, one more big drill that I recommend is just building up kind of like this, and I'm just going to go up pretty high right now. And basically what you're doing is you're just going to floor cone, edit through, and cone in the box, walls around. Basically it'll look something like this. You place them up there, and you'll go down, place 2 walls, cone, and this basically peace controls your opponent, gets you in their box, and gets you basically in their face. So in full speed, it'll look something like this. Obviously, I'm not perfect at it, but decent. Another variation of this technique that's really good is doing it with a ramp. Obviously, I kind of have to place my floor there because I don't want to fall. But let's say you get somebody's floor and cone like this. This is kind of the gist of it. That's what the goal is. But yeah, anyway, hopefully those drills help you out. So once in a while, I'd recommend kind of just hopping into creative just like I did now and spend 10 or 15 minutes just practicing these drills that I showed. They're all honestly fairly simple techniques. They're kind of mechanical and they will require you to improve your mechanics a little bit if you're not quite there yet. But I do strongly recommend them, and using them in game, they're actually surprisingly viable. But yeah, obviously some of these techniques are fairly mechanical, but honestly, if you can't do them, then it's a really good investment to take the time and actually learn them. I genuinely use these techniques probably every single fight, and I attribute that to a lot of my success in fights. Honestly, these techniques are so useful, and yeah. So basically, I'd recommend simply hopping into your creative world once in a while and just taking the time to practice the techniques. Even like 10-15 minutes here and there can really make a huge difference, so yeah, I'd strongly recommend it. But with that said, I'm going to move straight on to the next one. Anyway, though, apart from kind of free building and practicing those techniques I've showed you, I want to show you another map. I have shown this in the past, this Raider 464 map. Here it is, Raiders Peace Control Practice Map. Here's the code right here. I'll put it up on screen right now. Anyway, though, I'm just going to hop into this map right now, and we'll meet you guys there. Anyway, though, once you load into the map, you're just going to be in this hub real quick. Obviously, just go ahead and start the game. And you may have seen this map before, but if not, I really wanted to just quickly show you guys this map. It's honestly amazing. It's one of the best tools to improve your peace control in Fortnite. So anyway, this map is made by a YouTuber named Raider464. Big shout out to him. He makes amazing maps. I strongly recommend checking out his stuff. But basically, this map has 16 different drills plus this little Mongrel Classic drill, and it allows you to basically practice anything you want in terms of piece control. So I'm going to go through a few of these. I don't really want to go through the entire thing, but basically to make it simple, you can go ahead and shoot these to teleport to any one of them, and you can shoot the little numbers right here to see the instructions. So I shoot the 9 instructions, 8 instructions, you get it. So basically what you do in this map is fairly simple. So I'll read the instructions right here. Build plus edit a wall in front of the stair. Simple enough. Build walls and a cone around the bot and shoot. So I'll go in here and I'll do this piece control technique against this bot. Boom. Just like that. So it basically just teleports you. It's super efficient. I can't believe I messed up my edits like that. And yeah, it's a super efficient way to practice your piece control. And if you've done the drill a few times, I guess you're not really struggling with it, then you can go ahead and just do any emote and you'll be right back. So I'll just go into a random one. Let's just say actually one of the new ones, because he recently added to replace the metal wall, shoot the first bot, build triple edit above you, and shoot the second bot. All right, let's try it. All right, so I think it's intended to go something like this. Basically, boom, edit through. Something like that. So this one's pretty advanced, but this is honestly a pretty interesting one. I actually like it quite a bit. And just for the sake of it, let me pick one more. Let's do 5. Place a cone stair, floor double edit, build walls around the bot. Okay, simple enough. So it'll look something like this. Okay, so this is actually one of the techniques that I was showing earlier. It's basically where you edit through and box the bot in, just like that. So this is a good place to practice that as well. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, overall this map is really awesome. I absolutely love it. Amazing for improving your piece control. And if at any point you finish up a drill and you want to redo it, say I want to go do 5 again, you can just shoot this cube, it'll reset the map and you'll be all good. But with that said, map's reset, still have my weapons and all, so it's all cool. But yeah guys, that's going to wrap it up for this Raider map. I strongly recommend it. Once again, I'm going to put the code up on screen right now. It is 1997-0442-4892. So go ahead and give that a shot. Anyway though, another map I want to show you guys is another map by Raider, and it's the Peace Control Free Build map. I'm going to put the code up to this one on screen. It's 6277-3564-7805. But basically, this map is really unique in the sense that it's basically whatever you want to do. So it just has a bunch of structures around, and you basically go through and just piece control them. So for example, I'll go and do the Mongrel Classic and you know, stuff like this. So basically, you're just free building around and, you know, obviously making piece control plays and practicing that. So I'm not going to sit here and waffle about this map for too long. It's a pretty simple map, very simple concept, but honestly, grinding this out for 5 or 10 minutes can really help you with your piece control, and I strongly recommend it. So I'm going to toss the code up on screen to this one more time before we get into the last method, so be sure to check this one out as well. Alright boys, but for the last method that I'm going to discuss in this video, this is a pretty unique method actually, and I don't think I've seen any other content creators actually mention this in videos before. I know it's going to sound a bit stupid when I first say it, but just bear with me boys. This last method is to 1v1 with no weapons. Now once again, I do not think any other content creators have covered this, but feel free to correct me and I'll heart the comment or pin it or something like that. But with that said, basically it's just going to be literally 1v1ing and, you know, just using no weapons. So basically what you're trying to do is you're both focusing on using piece control techniques. So like I'm trying to just box him, he's trying to box me, and we're not trying to like crank out retakes and stuff. We're literally just kind of chilling and going for piece control plays. So once again, we're not fighting for height or anything like that. We're both just trying to make plays. And obviously if you get into like an engagement or something and someone piece controls the other person, you just separate. But yeah, honestly, this is one of the things that helped me the most when it comes to piece control. I know it kind of sounds dumb at first, and it kind of looks dumb, I'm not going to lie, but it genuinely works so well, especially if you have someone else who's going for piece control plays. Like right now, I'm against my friend Repami, who's also going for piece control plays and stuff, so it's pretty good. It's honestly a really effective form of practice. Oh, let's go. Let's go. A little piece control play. But yeah, you guys kind of get the gist of it. And when you're building around and stuff, obviously, you can still practice your builds and retakes and stuff. And it's kind of just a fun way to kind of, you know, get some easy practice. Now, it's not the most efficient way necessarily. Obviously, if you're sitting here and practicing piece control plays on your own and just drilling it, obviously, that's going to be the fastest way to improve your piece control. But this is a good way to kind of learn when to actually apply certain techniques, in which situations you can use them, and it's just a general cool little break. It's a fun way to do it. It involves a friend, and it's just enjoyable to do overall. So this is one method that I would strongly recommend. Once again, I don't think it's the #1 most efficient. Obviously, you're sitting here grinding out techniques. It's going to be slightly more efficient, but there are other benefits to it, which is why I strongly recommend this. But yeah, boys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. But with all that said, boys, that's going to wrap it up for my guide on how to improve your piece control in Fortnite. In conclusion, just focus on doing the various things I discussed during the video, and you should be able to improve your piece control super fast. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video, along with what you'd like to see me do next on the channel. And alongside that, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like on it, and consider subscribing as well if you want to see more content just like this in the future. And with all that said, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.